Facebook and Twitter, and he is hilarious. So I know you're going to enjoy it. Just Jewish born and Jamaican raised is a program that proves guardian angels do exist. As a survivor of a drunk driving accident that killed his mother and almost killed him as an infant, Michael Gershe already tours the country speaking at high schools, colleges, and the military, performing his non-gloom and doom alcohol awareness program called The Magic of Life, which combines stand-up comedy, audience participation, and his personal story. The program he's going to showcase to you today is called Jewish Born and Jamaican Raised. It's this new diversity program that not only pays tribute to the woman who raised him and his brother on her own, but shares with the audience positive ways of dealing with bullying and discrimination. Jewish Born, Jamaican Raised is a powerful, humorous, and emotional program that will show the strength of the human spirit. Represented by Gigi Gregg in booth 32, please welcome Michael Gershe.
Hello, agents of positive change, how are ya? I'm in a very happy mood. I got a phone call this morning, waking me up at 6:30, informing me that I am going to be a father. Thank you very much. I am happy to report that phone call was wrong number. Woo! I think I created some Hershey kisses in my bed this morning. It was nice. Humor, as you're going to find out, the reason why I start any show with humor is such a huge part of my life. It's been my defense mechanism, it's been my salvation, and it's allowed me to battle anything that's come my way. And I want to share that with you. This is, and I'll tell you why I'm Jewish Jamaican. Shortly after this picture was taken, about a few days afterwards, a drunk driver plowed through the intersection and T-boned our car. My mother died a short time after getting to the hospital. My injuries, every bone in my body was broken. My skull was completely fractured. The fact that I am 42 years old and standing here in front of you today is nothing short of a miracle. Well, here I am. Thank you. Thanks. And this is my best day. This is my greatest moment. I mean, come on, I'm in Hershey with all this chocolate. Whose day would be this spring, right? This is pretty good. And the same reason I'm Jewish Jamaican, you're probably thinking, why is Seinfeld here doing a diversity show? I know. Guardian angels do exist, because after the accident, my grandmother put an ad in the newspaper looking for a temporary job. And this wonderful woman, Dolly Morris, answered the ad. And before Dolly came to the States, she's from Jamaica, she spent time in Scotland as the very first policewoman in Scotland Yard. Which made sense years later when she beat my ass. So I understood that. But before she came to the United States, she was also in Jamaica, wanting to be a nurse. She explained how she beat my ass and healed me very well. So it was a nice little blend. What turned into a temporary job, she did such a great job, my grandparents wanted to hire her full time. So my grandfather pulled a few strings of INS, and she stayed with us. So this is 10 years later, my brother's bar mitzvah, he turned 13, I was 10, and there's Dolly. Now back in the 1970s, shortly after the race riots in the 1960s, there were still labels going on in our country, just like they are today. Now Dolly, as people would call her, our maid, our housekeeper, but she was never our stepmom, she was never our guardian. You know, people didn't just see that about her. They saw a black woman, and there were two white boys taking care of them, or when my dad was in there, you know, three white people together. But Dolly raised us as her own. She fed us as her own. She bathed us as her own. She disciplined me as her own. She treated us better than most biological parents, and it was an incredible feeling. And to me, it was just a normal way of life, because remember, I was an infant when she stepped into my life. I grew up in Miami, Florida, and my brother were both swimmers. So when it got cold in Miami around December, January, it was a long run from the pool to go get your towel. Dolly stood by the side of the pool with my towel, waiting for me. I hopped out of the pool. She wrapped me up nice and tight. She ran to the car with me in her arms, to a nice warm car with hot tea and hot chocolate waiting for me. I didn't see any biological parents doing that for their own kids. But she was there for us. And I shudder to think of the person I would be like if it wasn't for her in my life, or in my brother's life. Because it's pretty incredible. My alcohol awareness program, I tribute to my mom. And to this new program, I pay tribute to Dolly. This is when I was 10. This was 2 years ago at her 80th surprise birthday party. She beat me for the party. When she walked in, I was the only one she smacked, which wasn't really fair. But she could still take me, even though she's now 80, she'll be 82, and if she was here, she wouldn't want to tell anyone her age, so you didn't hear that from me. But it's just a remarkable person, and she taught me how to stand up for myself, how to believe in myself. So I have the Jamaican background, and I have the Jewish background. I went to college in Ashland, Ohio, so Miami is very diverse, Ashland not. Ashland was like Mayberry and Children of the Corn. That's what it was like. I was told I killed Jesus more times than I can remember, called Jesus Killer. People would throw quarters on the ground, go, hey, you're Jewish, we'll pick it up. No, I'm not stupid. I was a poor college student. If I found 4 idiots to do that, I had laundry money. I'm a thinker, just I am. When people saw my Jewish nose, a friend of mine said, you look like toucan. Right? So he said that kind of hurt me because I had my sense of humor. When you have your sense of humor, you can laugh stuff about. When you're being bullied or discriminated against, you want to take that power away from people. And that's what I did. I had a box of Fruit Loops, I cut out toucan Sam, and I put it on my door. I went, there you go. Call me all you want, it's not going to bother me anymore. And that's what you have to do. They laugh it off, and even though sometimes it hurts you inside, you still got to laugh about those type of things. Now, what I learned through that, as much as it hurt, sometimes in Ashland, was to be yourself. Now, how many people are proud of who they are? Let me see you. Oh, come on, I know you're raising your hand, but stand up. If you're proud of who you are, what you stand for, stand up. Make some noise, that's right. Very good, that's awesome. I love that. But you know what? I just asked you to be proud of who you are, and I'm not even doing that. So, can I show my true self to you today? Yeah? Can I do that? Good. I want you guys to stop clapping like this for me. Very good. A little bit louder. Oh, I love that. Right. Where's all my kiss fans at? Let me hear you. See? Now this is who I am. Being a Kiss fan taught me a lot about being yourself too, because my friends would say, "Oh, new kids on the block are better than Kiss," and that started fights. But this is who you have to be. You can't ever be afraid of that. Now, let me give you a couple of little tips. Irie, how many people have heard of that, the Jewish expression? Now, I'm going to make short of the very third one. It stands for I respect, I internally, meaning you have respect for yourself, being happy with who you are. If you are happy with who you are, nobody can take that away from you, ever. I don't think they want to bully you or discriminate against you. They can't do that. Just be happy to be who you are. As Dahlia always said, don't pay them any attention. Now, I took those from UrbanDictionary.com because that's a credible source. Kosher, on the other hand, I took 2 definitions. When everything is chill, I've never heard that before, but authentic. So my background, right, I have Irie and I'm kosher as well. So it's all kosher monogamy. And I learned, look, in Jewish traditions, this week is a Holocaust Remembrance Week, and being Jewish, and what we went through back in the 40s and the Germans and Hitler, we still rise from that. That's why when I was discriminated against or bullied, I wasn't going to let anybody win. That's what you have to do. No matter how much it hurts, you don't let them win. You don't let them have power over you. You control that no matter what. And that's where my sense of humor came into play, and it was awesome. Because they never met Jewish people before in college. I told them I never met hillbillies before, so we're even. So it was a good working relationship. But they got to know who I was, and I felt like I had to represent, Jewish people. So I didn't want them to see that it irritated me, because if you're a big brother and you irritated your younger brother or sister, and you knew it bothered them, you always did it, more, right? Yeah, so I want to make sure, you are not going to win. So I have a couple of tips for you. Gershe's tips. And all my friends call me Gershe. Apparently Michael is way too hard for me to say, so you guys are now my friends. You may now call me Gershe. But use your sense of humor. Dolly's tip, of course, don't pay them any attention. It has worked for me for 42 years. Take away their power that they have over you, no matter what. You can't let them win. You believe in yourself. No one can take that away from you. You spend your energy around positive people. That's very important, because if you're around people that like you, you enjoy them, life is good. You have that positive workforce around you. And of course, most important, listen to plenty of Bob Marley and Kiss, all right? If you take anything away from here, you listen to the guys wearing makeup. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite jokes, and then we're going to have a sing-along. I work at a college. I work at Kent State University. I've been in higher education 20 years, and colleges are changing. Some colleges are starting to put the morning after pill in vending machines. That's a bad idea, because you know how pissed off you get when the bag of chips doesn't come all the way down? So, before I leave, I want to tell you one more example of me being Jewish Jamaican. For the Super Bowl, this was my meal. Some red stripe beer, Hebrew National hot dogs, and Cool Ranch Doritos, my friends. You always gotta be yourself no matter what. And if you know the words of some Bob Marley, you can sing it with me if you want. Who knows them? Alright, you guys ready? Awesome, guys. That's my time. Thank you very much. See you again. Thank you.